Oh God, we need your help in Nigeria. Come to help us. We are destroyed beyond.
Terrorists. That's why the war never ends, because every bullet fired is another contract renewed. Every attack becomes another excuse to demand funding. The war has become an industry, and peace would ruin business. So when America sends weapons worth hundreds of millions and still sees villages burning, the anger is justified. No country, no matter how wealthy, wants to fund failure, and this is where it becomes expository. The U.S. strategy now is shifting. The new aid packages come with strict monitoring clauses, human rights tracking, field audits, and transparent reporting. Washington wants to see evidence that the weapons are used for the right purpose, not for politics or profit. At the same time, discussions are happening in Congress about targeted sanctions, not against Nigeria as a nation, but against individuals, governors, generals, and politicians accused of either enabling the violence or stealing from defense budgets. If that list is activated, travel bans, asset freezes, and visa restrictions could follow. The message is clear. America is no longer willing to bankroll corruption. And that brings us back to the Christian genocide conversation. For years, survivors have been crying out, saying, "They're killing us and the world is silent." Now the world is speaking, and Abuja isn't happy about it. But why would they be? When you've built a system on impunity, accountability feels like an attack. Let's not forget what happened in 2021, when the US first considered putting Nigeria on the country of particular concern list. The Nigerian government lobbied hard to be removed. They promised reforms, new security strategies, new appointments, yet here we are. The killings not only continue, they've spread. So what exactly does the US want? It wants transparency. It wants Nigeria to prove that it's genuinely fighting terrorism, not managing it. It wants accountability for the billions already sent. It wants an end to the excuses that always begin with "we condemn" and end with "we're investigating." And let's be fair, America's concern isn't purely moral, it's strategic. An unstable Nigeria threatens the entire region. The Sahel is already on fire. Mali, Niger, Chad, and extremist networks are growing. If Nigeria falls deeper into chaos, the whole of West Africa becomes vulnerable. That's why Washington is acting tough. Not because it suddenly discovered compassion, but because instability in Nigeria eventually becomes a global problem. But that doesn't change the moral truth. Thousands of Nigerians, mostly innocent civilians, have been killed while those in power debate semantics. Whether it's called terrorism, genocide, or banditry, the result is the same. Human lives lost, families destroyed, a nation bleeding. So yes, the world is fed up, not with Nigeria as a people, but with a government that refuses to protect them. And that's where my opinion comes in. Nigeria's problem is not that it lacks help, it's that it lacks honesty. For every foreign dollar sent, there's someone ready to steal half of it before it reaches the front lines. For every tragedy, there's a press release instead of action. And for every victim, there's an official somewhere insisting it's not as bad as it looks. The world has finally stopped believing those lies. Trump's declaration, Canada's debates, the EU's concern, these are not attacks on Nigeria's image. They are reactions to Nigeria's silence. Because silence in the face of mass murder is not neutrality, it's complicity. So where does this leave us? If Nigeria continues on this path, the consequences won't just be diplomatic. Sanctions could cripple international trade. Military partnerships could be suspended, and the elite who once flew freely around the world may suddenly find themselves grounded, both literally and politically. But there's another
and from the
possibility,
noisome
the one
pestilence.
most
He
Nigerians
shall
hope
cover
for,
thee with his
that this
feathers,
global
and under his
attention
wings shalt thou
forces
trust.
change.
His